Every day is a big day that I can be here and do this fabulous little show that I love so much, but today's even bigger because my Ask Wendy book hits stores. Yeah. I am a reader and a reader. And I don't like Kindles and Nooks and all those things. I love books, to smell them, to have one in my bag. I love books. And so this is my 6th book, Ask Wendy. You know, I answer questions from Wendy watchers from around the country. And I am raw and honest the way you expect me to be. If you ask Wendy, I'm going to give you my version of what I think. So I talk about everything in this book, from family drama to sex drama, relationships drama, money drama, dating drama, online drama, drama. And studio audience, I want to gift you with your coffee, so you're all going home. Thank you. And I will be doing book signings in between doing this show all around the country. If you go to wendyshow.com and click the Ask Wendy book tab at the top page, you can find the details of where I'll be with you. Tonight I'm going to be in Tribeca at Barnes & Noble. This thing about Lauryn Hill going to prison, of course, well, you shouldn't feel sorry because she could have avoided this by just paying her taxes like you're supposed to do. Yesterday, she looks like she'll do well in prison, right? Revolution! Listen, on a more serious note, yesterday she was sentenced to 3 months in prison, and then 3 months home confinement. She failed to pay her taxes on $1.8 million that she earned. But before her sentencing, like right before, Lauryn's attorney said that she paid back $970,000 to cover 3 years worth of unpaid taxes. So you would think she wouldn't go to prison, except she was still in violation of the law by not wanting to pay the taxes to begin with and avoiding. So instead of giving her the 3 years that she could have earned if she didn't pay them at all, and she'd still have to pay, they gave her 3 months in prison, not jail like in the county lockup, but prison, like where Large Marge is. And that 3 months home confining, wouldn't you love to be confined to home for 3 months? I mean, really. I love home. Lauryn is, while she's in for 3 months, Lauryn will be leaving behind her 6 children. So fortunately, I guess she has family that'll be explaining to them that mom is in prison, and the kids will be fine and there for her when she gets out. In the meantime, she went on iTunes, where she released a new single, and I don't know whether you've checked it out or not. A lot of lunaticness. It's not the Lauryn that we knew from back in the day. Anyway, she released it last Friday if you want to check it out. Lauryn reports to prison on July 8th, so she has a few more weeks, I guess, to spend with her kids. Terrible. So Nicki Minaj is being called out for her major attitude. Yeah. Well, you all, this is more than what you see on American Idol. This just smacks in the face of everything, just the anti, okay? There's this journalist, her name is Laura Saltzman, and Laura is a reporter for Access Hollywood. And Laura went on to write this scathing account of how nasty Nicki is behind, the scenes of American Idol, which, anybody can tell a story. But, we're skeptical people, so we always want proof. So I went and I read the article. I was like, okay, to my Hot Topics team, I said, all right, so how do we know that this girl isn't just building a case? Well, Laura, a couple of things that she says: Nicki doesn't make eye contact, Nicki only allows 2 questions, and Nicki will walk off if she doesn't like the question. Sounds crazy. Laura actually ran into Nicki on a red carpet and asked her about some negative tweets that she wrote about Mariah Carey. First, I'm gonna read you the negative tweets, and then I've got the footage of the red carpet confrontation. Okay. All right, here's what she tweeted about Mariah Carey. Thank you. What you should be doing with your messy is asking why a woman so successful at her age is still so insecure and bitter. Okay, this is so uncalled for, it's ridiculous. But the best part of the story is that now we can roll the footage to prove just how over the moon Nicki Minaj has become with this attitude of hers. Go.
Are you looking forward to the end? Because I know there's some Twitter comments you made today that caused quite a stir. Do you have anything to say about that?
That question didn't even make sense. So if you want me to insinuate what you're talking about, I'm not going to.
Well, so there was some
Okay, good night.
I'm joining women in the Midwest. I don't like Nicki Minaj anymore either. Apparently, she's reading her own headlines and drinking the Kool-Aid. And Nicki, by the way, just as I was putting my shoes on backstage, we checked her account to see if she had more to say. And she's calling Laura, no, put the other picture back. I'm talking about Laura. She's calling Laura an HO. But you know there's more to it, but more to the spelling, but you get what I'm saying. Yes, and saying, I don't care about you, and I don't care about other people. I am gifted and highly favored, and like she's going absolutely crazy on Twitter. So, there's your Nicki. In the meantime, that blue picture, let's show what she looked like last night on at the Met Gala. I liked her dress. I liked her hair, too. I liked it. Everything is not for everybody. Like, I like the hair, but not for me. I like the dress, but maybe you don't like the dress for you. But yeah, compared to Kim Kardashian. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Okay, so now Simon Cowell is planning again to revive X Factor. Simon. He's reportedly told the show's producer to stop focusing on big-name celebrity judges and instead focus on who has real chemistry with one another, which I've been trying to tell him that through the TV all along. Britney Spears allegedly paid $15 million last season. Fail. Ratings poor, she failed. Simon wants judges on the X Factor with chemistry, real chemistry, like season 1 of American Idol with Paula and Randy. Simon, if that's what you want, then why don't you just call Paula and Randy? I mean, Randy goes where the action is. He'll leave American Idol to come join you. You guys were the Three Musketeers. Anyway. And also, but when he says he doesn't want big-name celebrities, he is looking at American Idol. Mariah Carey, fail. Sidebar, I know some of my Facebook friends have said to me, Wendy, why are you all of a sudden so against Mariah Carey, when you're the one who wanted her there a lot? Well, first of all, I'm a woman, and I'm allowed to change my mind as many times as I want. Second of all, you're right. I thought that Mariah Carey had just enough tick of cuckoo crazy while still being able to give us the glamour and all of the overtopness. But Mariah has let me down as she's let you all down, and apparently the bosses at Idol too. Nicki Minaj, major fail, even if you liked her now or up until the story that we just did. As far as I'm concerned, that's the story that digs the rest of the hole. And Keith Urban. Keith, you're a nice guy, but you are so worried about being liked that you don't say it like you mean it, and it becomes very boring to watch you. And Randy. Randy, hi. So Simon says that he's going to name his new X Factor judges in the next few weeks, so we'll see who he chooses. Hi, handsome.